Hi, my name is Jamison. I'm Sheppard, and this is my tutorial on how to use JavaScript to change images on a mouse hover. As you can see, while I run my mouse over the images on my home page, they switch to different images. This is just pretty simple using JavaScript, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, in the head of your HTML page, you're going to write script language equals JavaScript. And then make sure to close that script tag so you don't forget about it. And next, you're going to comment out your entire script, and this is for the browsers that don't have JavaScript enabled. So next, I'm going to make an if statement that finds all the images in the document and sorts them out. So you see I'm writing if document.images, and all it's doing is searching for the images, and it's going to find them. Image1 equals new image. This is just so I can change the images. And then I need to find a source for that image. So I go image1 on dot source equals, and I link that image to a location in my folder. Image1 off, this is for when the mouse is not on this image. So I'm going to change that to a new image. And then I'm going to write image1 off dot source because I need to link that to somewhere in my image folder. So about.png. What I'm doing now is I'm going to copy and paste this code so I have 4 different blocks of code because I have 4 different images that change on mouse hover on my home page. This is tedious work, so I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you why I use JavaScript instead of CSS to change these images on hover. Many professionals say don't use JavaScript if you can accomplish a task in another language because JavaScript is very picky. But I use JavaScript because it was my first opportunity to use it, and I really wanted to get my hands wet in the coding, and I find it more fun than using CSS. With CSS, you really have to worry about the margins and padding and getting everything down right to the right pixel. But with JavaScript, if I use PNG images, I can just make them all the same dimensions, and it all works very well. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm making a function that will add on and off to the end of the image names in the HTML document. And this is important because if you see up in that code that I just wrote, you need image4 on and image4 off to call the different images. So that's what's going on right here. I'm going to make another if statement that searches the HTML document for all the images. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the image names dot source, and with the eval function, I'm going to change them to image name on dot source. So for example, before it was image4 dot source, and with that last line of code that I just wrote, it will be image4 on dot source. And in the code that we wrote above, that's how we're going to change the images to different images on hover. And I need to do the same thing for when the images are off. So you see I'm doing that right now. Okay, finally we need to go to the body of the HTML document. And what I'm working with is the image source equals work.png, and this is what we're going to change. Now you have to link all the images for this to work. So on mouse over, and this is in the link tag, equals image on, and you're going to give that function image2. And then you're going to have to do the same thing for when the mouse is not over the image. So on mouse out equals image off, and give it image2. So what we're doing right now is we're giving the image on and image off functions image2 as the source. And we need to make sure to name work.png image2. So that's what I'm doing right there. Okay, for a conclusion, I'm going to run through exactly what's going on. When you hover over this link of the image, what's happening is the image on is sending image 2 to this function right here. So we're giving image on image 2, and then we're adding an on to the end of that image name. So you see right there, image 2 on, change it to new image, and then it changes that to an entirely new image, and it gives it source right there. So if you did everything correctly, you should be able to hover over the images and they should change. Thanks for watching. Bye.